Build creative confidence. Beat the inspiration addiction. Join the Writer's Gym. When I'm not talking to fiction or non-fiction authors about getting out of our own way, embracing our story, getting what's in our head, out of our head and onto the page, one of the other things I'm doing is having that same conversation about one of the modern ultimate autobiographical questions quite a lot of us face every day, which is, what do I want to be in the public sphere, social media, websites, etc., and what do I not want to get out there? And how do my choices affect my business, my life, the things that I want to do, the people I want to connect with? One of the things that came up today with a client who is looking at voice and visibility with me is, what is behind the things that I think I don't want out there? Because this is somebody who is wonderful at her job and loves her job and has really good client relationships, but has a block around social media. And what we went into with that is, who do I feel I have the right to be? What messages might I be carrying around about that? And today, one of those messages we talked about is what other people think we're entitled to. And I'm in my 40s. My client is in their 40s. We both ended up very quickly seeing that the messages had come from the playground. It's been a while since we were in the playground, but bits of our heads remember very clearly what it's like to receive messaging about who you're supposed to hang out with, who you're allowed to hang out with, where you are in the social structure, and about staying in your corner. One of the things that has been great for me on social media is realizing I'm doing that to myself, noticing that I really swallowed a lot of messaging around, you're not good enough. Some of that you're not good enough came from how bad I was at sport and how frightened I was in certain situations. And all of it came from caring too much rather than not caring enough. And the result of it was a lot of shyness, a lot of holding back. So what changed for me, and what I see changing for my client now, and what, if you're up for it, I see changing for you, is starting with noticing the messaging. What messaging have I been swallowing? Who did it come from? Who am I scared of offending? Are they still in my orbit? Are they still relevant? And if the answer to any of that is, I am prepared to find out what happens if I let myself be fully visible, if I let myself show up with the things that I want to say about my work and about my life, then that spirit of service really comes into its own. I'm here talking to you because I know from myself and from my clients how much better every aspect of life gets when we feel able to say the thing about who we are and who we're here to help. It gets better for us. It gets better for other people. That in turn makes the world better. And I think that is a decent price to pay for a bit of personal discomfort and ick around showing up until it becomes normalized in your head. And even now that it has become normalized, that I have a lot of conversations with you, even though I can't see you, I know you're there. And I know that I needed somebody like me to say these things. And I know I still do. We always do. We always need to know we're not alone with our feelings and that our feelings are not our boss. Our feelings, much like my beloved cat reminding me he's there when I was on Zoom, or maybe a child or a relative needing some reassurance. There ain't nothing wrong with reassurance, but we can also give that to ourselves, because the person whose reassurance we need the most in the end is ourselves. So, whether you are looking at a blank page in your notebook or computer, or whether you are looking at other people's social media and going, I feel so overwhelmed by this, please know saying one thing authentically is enough. saying, this is what I'm here to do, could be the difference between somebody finding absolutely the right practitioner for them in whatever you are doing, or not finding that. Please know that when you show up, that is serving something greater than yourself. Here's a little exercise. 5 bullet points on one service that you offer. I don't know what industry you're in, but there will be people doing this for pretty much all industries somewhere out there. Then, a case study. Here's where this person was at the beginning. Here's where they are today after they began that conversation. Let yourself see the good that already exists through you. Forget trying to be clever. Forget trying to be articulate. Forget trying to be poetic or any of the other nonsense that we give ourselves, and tell the truth on the page. Then read it back and see the truth on the page. And then decide, where do I want to take this next? You've visited The Writer's Gym with author and coach Dr. Rachel Knightley. Production and sound design are by Ashley Lexine, and theme music is by Chris Gregory.